Just a week after the general election saw the Tories lose significant political power, a deadly fire ripped through a tenement block in the wealthy borough of Kensington. It was a stark display of the divide between the country's rich and poor and has sparked angry calls for government action. Today, Brighton and Hove residents gathered in solidarity with the victims of Grenfell Tower and to pressure the local council to address the city's own housing problems. A fundraiser was held to raise money for the victims. People read poetry and criticised the government for their negligence.
There's clearly classism and racism involved in this, and councils ignoring the needs of tenants and tenants' rights. So I guess that's why we've organised here today. There's a lot of angry people in Brighton that want to do something about it, and we want to turn that anger into action.
Ears and screw mean eyelids shut. That's
people have been spurned by the catastrophe at the Tower block in London, and a lot of people, especially on the back of the general election, are linking up the dots and saying this is not an isolated incident. This is like a spectacular form of a very everyday violence that this country has basically faced for decades.
There hasn't been enough going on from the government letting those residents know what is going to happen. We've got people just walking around the streets of Latimer Road trying to find out whether their mums, their friends, their partners are alive, and the community are helping each other, trying to find out who's dead, who's alive, who's in hospital.
With such a tragic event taking place in a turbulent political climate, it remains to be seen how the government will react. Georgia Foxwell, Sussex University. Less than a week after a general election that saw the Tories lose an enormous amount of political power, a disastrous fire ripped through a tenement block in Kensington. The government now finds itself under renewed pressures to address social inequalities.